Well, at the moment, the threshold for hate speech is quite high. And what we do know from what the government has committed, they're going to look at lowering the threshold to make civil and criminal vilification easier to prove so that people who are subjected to vilification are able to get better justice through our court system. So the government's committed to introducing legislation to ban the public display of Nazi symbols in the first half of next year. And this is important not only for the Jewish community, but also for our communities as well too. We were targeted by Nazis, and I think it's extremely important that we stand in solidarity with Jewish communities against the display of these neo-Nazi symbols that incite hate behaviour.
Welcome to News with Karen, which isn't new news. It's stuff that's on the news or been in the news, and some of it from Australia and a bit of it from overseas. And I want to look at the banning of the Nazi salute and the Nazi symbol last year, and the association with Nazis and parents and who posed Drag Time Story Hour and stuff like that. So that happened, that passed.
Landmark legislation making it illegal to display the Nazi symbol of hate in Victoria has been introduced to state parliament. Jewish community leaders have told Stephanie Anderson it sends a strong message that neo-Nazis are not welcome here.
In a field or on a flag, in any form, it's highly offensive. And now Victoria is one step closer to outlawing the Nazi swastika.
It's a thunderous blow to the solar plexus of the neo-Nazi movement here in Victoria, who would love nothing more than to put people like myself in the gas chambers.
Last month, one group boasted about celebrating Hitler's birthday in a Docklands beer hall and posted photos of the symbol iced into a cake. Exceptions would be made for museums or educational use, but anyone found guilty would face fines of up to $22,000 or 12 months behind bars.
The ban couldn't come quicker.
The laws also aim to clearly define the difference between the Nazi symbol and this swastika, a traditional sign of good fortune that dates back thousands of years, recognised by the Hindu, Buddhist and Jain faiths.
Swasti means peace. Swastika cannot be a symbol of hatred. Some people draw it clockwise, some people draw it anti-clockwise. No matter what, it still belongs to us.
And this is from America a while ago. Here. And
public arena joining the outcry against a group of neo-Nazis who most recently showed up at a drag brunch fundraiser here in Columbus last weekend. Thank you for joining us for NBC4 at 11. I'm Colleen Marshall. The Central Conference of American Rabbis is showing support for the LGBTQI community and condemning discrimination in all its forms.
I would suggest that our own position has to do more with the dignity of every human being and the capacity of every human being to make their own decision about their lives and to live in a place of freedom where they can act on that within the dictates of their own sense of faith and moral conscience.
Dressed in red with black ski masks, the neo-Nazis also displayed swastikas as they protested a drag queen fundraiser for the Kaleidoscope Youth Center.
It brings up for some the trauma for those who were living in Nazi Germany at the time of Kristallnacht or even during the war, and who are victims and survivors themselves, or especially even those now who are more active in our community and sharing their own stories, but who are children of Holocaust survivors.
You see this.
And so parents who show up to oppose this sort of stuff get labelled Nazis because Nazis also oppose this sort of stuff.
This is the Drag the Kids to Pride event at Mr. Mister's in Dallas's Oaklawn neighborhood. Organizers promoted it as a family-friendly drag show where kids danced with the performers. What came with it were protests outside.
You people are the symptom of a dying society, and you know it.
You're scaring children. Shut up. I live in this community. I have for several years.
Daisy says she first saw a poster for this event near where she lives.
I don't believe that I should be seeing signs advertising for children to be dancing on stage with men in thongs and in inappropriate clothing and makeup.
The organizers say today was a family-friendly event with a safe environment separate from their normal operations. In a statement,
Right, so I'm back at the council meeting.
Guys, happy with that one? You happy with it? Yeah.
Why do you want drag show for 1 to 6 years old?
Is there?
I'm just trying to, like I said, the association with people who oppose them getting labelled far-right extremists and Nazis and stuff. Why people seem to be working in each other's favour and other people seem to be working against other people's favours.
The reason why the 1 to 6 year olds? Is that what you're standing for?
Can you please explain why you want drag for 1 to 6 years old, please?
Why young children? Do any of you have children? Do you guys have children? You look like you might. The rest of you.
Aren't you concerned about the kids?
But why save kids from Nazi groomers?
Yeah, like you, mate.
I'm a Nazi groomer. Do you want to expand on that?
No comment.
You just called me a Nazi.
Yeah,
I'm a Jew.
Well, it's true.
I'm a Jew.
Yeah, and?
Jew, mate. How
So you're calling Jews Nazis because...
People can hate themselves, man.
What is that?
And you might understand the PSD.
What?
So tell me, all right, so besides the fact that you think I'm a Nazi groomer because I'm questioning why it's... Mate, get your hands off me. So I get it that's the hill you all want to die on, but why young kids? Do you have kids?
No.
No. So why do you think it's your right? Why do you think...
Kid, you're tasting clout like this. Come on, bro.
Are you are you a ratepayer?
Ratepayer? No, bro.
So what are you doing here?
I can tell you what I'm doing here. I'm opposing this sort of thing that is, how do I put this? Right-wing propagandists.
Hang on, guys.
Has launched a blistering attack on Peter Dutton over his handling of the protests that erupted on the streets of Victoria Parliament.
The opposition has failed to join his Victorian counterpart and take action to expel Ms Deeming from his party. He has failed to condemn the display of the Nazi salute. He has been invisible. The treatment today.
They did, Alicia, performing it multiple times, in fact, as they went down an escalator here at Flinders Street Station. This neo-Nazi demonstration happened just hours after members of the Jewish and non-Jewish community met at a vigil for Israel. Police say that they were called to this impromptu demonstration around 1:30 this morning at Parliament House, as well as here at Flinders Street. That group of around 25 men with their faces covered and wearing all black. They managed to board a train where they sang in front of passengers before being asked to move on. But today there are calls for more to be done.
That could be anyone, couldn't they? And off to jail for a year for doing your impromptu moves down that escalator. How old do you reckon this one is? Anyway. So I think I've made my point. I am concerned of the potential dangers now that the threshold for hate speech legislation has been lowered and it is now easier to prosecute and fine over vilification of other things. We're going into the plus world. In the rush to be kind and nice, what have we opened the door to? And I understand where that's saying the road to hell is paved with good intention comes from. Anyway, see you later, bye.